Hello, cruisers. This is Rick Wade, the Texas Cruiser. I thought I'd give on the Texas Cruiser ramblings today over different topics of recent cruise news, and there's a few things that caught my attention. I start off with beer. One of my favorite topics. Royal Caribbean, I guess many of you guys heard about the Royal Caribbean beer coming out, the Chilla Thrilla. It's developed by Funky Buddha Brewery over in Florida. I think we've done better off of being one of our Texas breweries, but I have no decision in that process. Anyway, it's a tropical ale with mango and guava flavoring to it. It sounds interesting. I definitely would try it whenever I get a chance. It's a the Carnival ships, which I'm fixing to go on Jubilee, and they have their own beer making going on the ship. So I'm kind of curious to see partake of some of that kind of libations on the ship. So I'm excited about that. 35 days from today, actually. In 5 weeks, Don and I will be boarding Jubilee and looking to have a great time on that ship. But this Royal Caribbean beer has got my attention right off the bat when I first heard it. And they were supposed to have this developed back a ways, but that's when COVID hit, and you know how things kind of got sidelined from that. So, hats off to Royal Caribbean and come up with some interesting products for their ships. I've got to congratulate Port Canaveral. They hit 8.6 million passengers, and that's quite a few passengers, and it has surpassed Miami as the busiest port. I had no doubt that was going to happen. Miami, it's not growing anymore. They're modernizing and bringing in some big ships and all that, and that's how they bump their numbers. But Port Canaveral keeps adding additional terminals and pier space and stuff like that down there. I plan to see for myself how that port is whenever Don and I were going to Barcelona next October, and board the Carnival Freedom after she's had her work done to her and get her well tailed back and some additional stuff, improvements made to the ship. And we're going to sail her back to Port Canaveral after a few stops in Spain and the Gibraltar. And I believe we're going to stop at Celebration Keys, so I get to see the new Carnival facility. Beach facility, the Celebration Key is its premier feature, and so look forward to that. I'll be making some reports on all this stuff. That's feature reports. Of course, that's going to be later 2026, but I'm going to keep it rolling, folks. I'm looking forward to it. It's my first TA, my first trip to Europe, and Don and I both are excited about it. And I got kudos to Carnival for giving me such a great rate for transatlantic. So it's hard to turn that down. And the ship, I've done a lot of research on Freedom, and Freedom looks like an interesting ship. It's a smaller ship than I'm used to. She's around 3,000 passenger ship, 110,000 tons, and she was start service in 2007. So, but we'll see. I'm a big ship fan, but I'm not necessarily an anti-small ship fan. So I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, this topic, I can't believe we're talking about this. A lady tried to, I haven't found out what ship it was on yet. I hope to find out soon. She tried to bring in her 14, 15-year-old sons into a comedy club, an adults-only comedy club, and they were promptly asked to leave because of it. She got all upset, made a big stink out of it, which if the rules are the rules. You try to pull that stunt on the mainland here to the adult, she'll probably be kicked out and quite possibly have the police called on her. You cannot force your children. She said, "It should be my decision. I'm the adult. You cannot tell my." I mean, somebody needs to tell them that they can't go there. Undoubtedly, you're not doing it. So, but that's a sad case, I think. Us and the other adults in the place, I would not feel comfortable in the adults only club with teenagers in there, adolescents, and the same thing that happened on the situation where a husband and wife were trying to spend time in a spa and thermal spa, and he had a small 5-6-year-old child in there, and they were promptly asked to leave, and the wife made a big stink out of it and said, hollered at the child, said, "Hey, they don't want you in here," and stuff like that. And that was not unnecessary, totally unnecessary. Just follow the rules, and people just have a hard time to follow rules. You can't. Like I said, the same thing. If it's happening on the mainland, it'd be the same situation. So I don't understand why these people have an issue with that. I'm going to talk about this one more time because it's such an exciting thing for Galveston. Galveston, some of my fellow cruisers out there are calling me the mayor of Galveston. Yeah, Ricky, I'm talking about you, buddy. Anyway, but Royal Caribbean, I've always gave kudos to Carnival for being such a strong advocate of Galveston. Hence, we're going to have 4 Carnival ships here in Galveston, and we have 4 here now. Jubilee, Breeze, Dream, and Legend, and that's going to get even better. With Horizon coming in, replacing Dream, that's even a bigger ship, and so the number of passengers coming through Galveston and Carnival passengers is going to go up, and now Royal Caribbean is going to be sending us Icon here at the same time, and they did something that I've been praying that they do. You guys know I've been talking about Icon coming to Galveston for months, and Royal Caribbean finally broke the news that they are sending Icon here. I knew they were going to send it, and it's at least one of the other an Icon class ship. I had a feeling it was going to be Icon, but I took from you. But I did not want us to lose the Oasis class too. And Royal Caribbean said, we're going to keep Symphony here, along with as a bonus, which I'm just blows my mind that they're going to do this. They're going to leave Liberty here too, Liberty of the Seas. Liberty is one of my favorite ships. I've been on that ship more than any other ship. And then Symphony's, I have not been on Symphony yet, but I do plan to be on Symphony when she gets here. And of course, Icon. And I am a good friend of mine, Derek and Amanda. There's Island Time travel agency. They're doing a inaugural Icon out Galveston, and I'm going to be on that with them. So I'm excited about that. And so it's Galveston is the Galveston fleet of cruise ships is getting better and better month by month, and it's just phenomenal what we're seeing here in Galveston. So anyway, it's just something that you can't minimize. Is that Royal Caribbean has a huge buy-in, just right along with Carnival of Galveston, and they're going to send us 3 ships. And I still think there could be a celebrity here in our future too, and I'm pretty sure of that. That's my prognostication of that. So I hope you guys keep watching me, and I will announce it whenever indeed I do get wind of something coming this way. How the Celebrity cruise line. And I think it's going to be after Royal Caribbean expands that cruise terminal to where it's able to handle 2 ships at a time. That's my gut feel. It could happen before that by juggling the schedule, but I have a sneaky suspicion it's going to be after they expand that cruise terminal. So that's my 2 cents worth. I hope you can understand that. I'm willing to pay that 2 cents just for you guys to know what I'm thinking anyway. And then MSC. I know I've done a lot of talking about MSC lately. MSC has really flipped my wig. My hat's off to them. They have come in big time to Galveston, and I didn't realize how good a ship the Seascape was until she got here, and she is a phenomenal ship, and I see the huge buy-in that MSC has for Galveston. And I'm telling you, folks, there's going to be a world ship in Galveston future. I'm telling you, that's another one of my predictions. And I think this prediction is going to come through. A few of my predictions have come through, and a few haven't, or just postponed. Let's put it that way. The few predictions I have that have not come through yet will eventually come through. Yes, I know I'm talking about Margaritaville. It's coming. It's going to be coming. I'll guarantee that. But back to the world ships. They have they have 4 ships now, but one of them still under construction. The Atlantic, Europa. Excuse me, I'm spelling it right. America, Asia are out now. Atlantic's under construction. There's 2 more under construction right behind it. Excuse me. 1 more going to be going into construction right behind it, and number 6 too. Actually, 5 and 6 is just in the beginning stages of being under construction. MSC has contracted for 7 and 8. I mentioned that before, but I just want to reiterate that because of a possible 8 world ships, probably one of the middle range ships possibly could be coming to Galveston. One of those, 5, 6, or 7. The crew on Seascape, we've talked to them extensively. We had a lot of us vloggers, and we had chances to have little get-togethers and have little meetings with them, and mixers. There's a better word for it, mixers with them, and that's where I got my pen from one of the crew, and from my hat. That's an MSC Loves Texas pen, and we kind of mentioned about World, and they kind of said that they feel like that a World is coming to Galveston, one of the World ships, and so I won't put my next 2 cents worth in, and I think it should be called World Texas. I know some of you guys will watch my shows and all that, so know that I have mentioned that before. So it's fun to have just a fun topic, Whataburger on board, and Bookies, Logo Wear on board, local store. And with, of course, those clean Buc-ee's restrooms. Anyway, just I'm having fun with it, but it's going to happen. And whenever the world ship comes to Galveston, I will be doing what the Texas Cruiser does: get on board, book it. I'll book it and get on board. So, folks, things are rocking here in Galveston, man. You need to be here. This need to be your port of embarkation on these cruises, and you can't go wrong. I will be putting out guides here before long over hotels, restaurants, entertainment, that kind of thing. Which hotels will provide a park, and they'll shuttle you to the cruise terminals and bring you back to your car. That kind of stuff. There's a few out there that will do that, and I got some more things I need to pass along to you. Important information, and which good places to to spend before and after the cruise. The Strand is one of my favorite places. You got to spend time down there, folks. And there's some good eating places down there, good food, good little bars down there too. So anyway, it'll be coming out. I'll be putting a guide out on it so you guys be informed and make the right decision when you get here and really improve your visit. That's the main thing. I want your visit to be top notch. So anyway, folks, I hope to catch you on a future cruise. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Miss Donna says you guys got to do this. When Miss Donna says to do it, we need to do it. Take my word for it. So you guys have a great weekend. And if you're on the cruise, have a wonderful cruise. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.